Fitin10, it is day 31. 31 days in 35. 35? No, 39 to go. My math. Something like your math too. When you challenge me on how many sets you've done. Which I haven't checked the camera yet, but I am going to check the camera. For those of you who don't know, there were some people in class this morning that claimed to have only done 5 sets, and I told them they did 6. And yes, it is a 2 against 3. So myself and another student in the class agreed it was 5. But 3 others, 3, said that it was actually 6 sets. No, sorry, they said it was 5 sets. And we said it was 6. And the clock, because the clock, the clock ticks every time we do a set, the clock said it was 6. And it's a different timer, like a different timing scheme than I used in the previous exercise. So I restarted the clock. So I don't know what to say. I'm gonna check the cameras and I'm gonna let you know, okay? That's right, we have cameras, we can snoop on you. All right, did you send me your feedback? Did you send me your feedback? Did you? If you didn't send it to me, you can apologize if you like. Somebody already did this morning. Apologies are great. I appreciate the apologies. But what I will appreciate more is you sending in your feedback to me. So please do that as soon as possible. And I fixed the link in your email. So the link should now work, okay? I know there was a couple weeks there where I didn't fix the link, so I apologize. Okay. Name something. I'm going to get right to your feedback. Name something specific you can improve upon for the following week. Person says continue on the diet. Consistency. Okay. My macros add up, but I go through my day consulting my app and deciding what to eat to get what I need. I do try for balance. Meal planning is something that I can only do the day of, possibly the night before. I do buy the ingredients and I have this on top of my mind constantly. Period. Then the word application. Couple lines down. More sleep! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Okay, well listen, if you're getting all your macros, like exactly to a T, or very, very close to, within what should be actually 5%. That's actually, I don't think something I changed your email. It should say 5% now, not 10%. And I should have changed that. It's 5%. If you're getting within 5% of your macros, then okay, I can't really argue with you. But the thing is that people will not consistently be able to do that if they don't plan. Okay? It's very, 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 very hard to wing this. To wing it. Okay. I can tell you that I go through my day and I don't necessarily have all my meals planned out, but I do know exactly how much is in what. So I can literally look at things and I know what's made. Basically, I have a system already put up my mind, but I still put it in my app. If you ever want to look at my app, go ahead. You can snoop my app if you like. All right. Anything else I want to say about this? Listen, you can plan it out. Listen, I don't want to sound like I know your life, but where there is a will, there's a way. I will say that for sure. I've always made this work out for me. Always. Always. So it can't possibly be that it just always worked out for me. I made it a priority, to my point. Okay, is there anything you would like me to cover in this week's video series? At some point, people may have joined this not only as a one-time goal, but as a catalyst for change. Yes. Yes, exactly. That is exactly why I want you to do this. I said from day one, even if you don't, what will matter to me more is what will mean more to me is if you, let's say, didn't reach your goal, okay, or even come close to, but you still maintain the lifestyle after this, rather than meeting your goal and then just giving up or just changing your whole lifestyle again, okay? So I agree with you 100%. Portions of this program may not be sustainable for some at this pace. That would vary. For life after Fitin10, key takeaways and behaviors that should be continued. Yes, well, you're going to see exactly this in your exit strategy, okay? Now, the reason why it's so specific is because we're trying to reach a fairly grand goal in a short period of time, right? 10 weeks is a very short period of time. That's why we do it. As for something that's going to be lifestyle based, like let me give you an example. If I'm getting ready for, or when I was getting ready for contests, I had a deadline and I knew I had to be at a certain condition. And so I had to do all these things. Like, you know, it was like do or die, because you're getting up on stage, you're basically wearing nothing, you can't look like an idiot. Okay? And also I want to do well for myself. I want to do well. And so I had to do what I had to do. Okay? It's just kind of the same idea with this, except to a lesser degree. But now, as I'm going through my life, it's obviously it's not to that degree. I mean, listen, if I plan to do cardio and I miss it one day, it's not the end of the world, right? If I happen to miss a meal, it's not the end of the world. Although I don't really miss meals, but it wouldn't be the end of the world, is my point. Okay, for this 10-week thing, everything matters. Okay, because you got the 10 weeks. Okay, but as you know, as takeaways from the challenge, you know, things like, and we'll talk about this more as we get closer to the end of the challenge, things like working out with weights 3 times a week. Okay, doing some form of cardiovascular exercise 3 times a week. Okay, for, let's say, roughly half an hour. And then, of course, getting balanced meals in, getting sufficient amount of protein, and watching your portions of everything, and being aware of the types of foods you're eating. Knowing what is in the types of foods you're eating. This is really important, right? Okay. My diet will change forever, and I hope to maintain the exercise. Yes, that's right. No, you are going to maintain the exercise, right? You just, again, it's however important it is to you, you will do. Liking the program. I am not discouraged by measurable results, as I am pleased with the overall feeling of strength. Health is returning. Yes, certainly. I mean, listen, this has only been 3 or 4, what are we at? No, we're in week 5. It's only been, regardless, it's only been 5 weeks. Listen, even if you said to me, oh, it's been 6 months and I haven't really seen that much, I mean, you should see it after 6 months. But my point is, even 6 months is nothing. This is meant to be lifestyle based. Okay, at least the key drivers behind what I'm putting out there, right? Not necessarily the specifics, right? The hardcore specifics of the program, but like I already mentioned, the food, the cardio, the weights. This is obviously something that I want you to stick with and keep going, hopefully for the rest of your life, especially as you age. I cannot say to you or I cannot stress enough how important this is as you age, especially the diet and weight training, especially those 2 things. Okay. Oh man, 8:43? I feel like I didn't really say anything so far. I guess I'm gonna get the message of the day if I want to make this under 10 minutes. Okay. It is the week of it is the week that you will not quit, right? It is the week that you will not quit, right? Or any other week for that matter. In fact, it's only the week that you will do better or the best you've done so far, right? But that being said, I'm going to say no matter how you feel, get up, dress up, show up, and most importantly, never give up. No matter how you feel, get up, show up, and most importantly, never give up, okay? Now, I'm not saying to ignore the way that you feel. Obviously, we need to take into consideration things like how you're physically feeling when it comes to injuries, etc. But in terms of your feelings like, I'm having a down day, I don't want to exercise, this type of thing, I'm going to really encourage you to, not create things or not let things get in the way, not let things like that create excuses for you to not move ahead, right? We want to avoid these types of feelings, at least not avoid them, experience them, etc., but not stop us in our endeavor of what we're doing, right? All right, so no matter how you feel, get up, dress up, show up, and most importantly, never give up, keep going, okay? Positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself, You're all capable of doing very well in this challenge. Like I said, the very first message of the day, you are all capable of achieving a really, really, really strong result in this challenge, okay? And for the love of God, give some gratitude. I'll talk to you all soon. See ya.